But Governor, I do have to ask you, your group, No Labels, is preparing a break glass in case of emergency option, basically to try to run a third-party ticket in 2024. And you argue voters are really dissatisfied with both Trump and with President Biden. If Trump does get the nomination here, is No Labels going to go through with this plan to run a third-party candidate? And would you serve on that ticket if they asked you to?
Well, look, I think we're at a point that we've never been in this country where 2/3 of the people are not interested in voting for the Republican or Democratic nominee, the likely nominees. And, an overwhelming majority of people are completely fed up with politics. They think Washington is broken. And so even though this normally is not something that we consider and talk about seriously because it hasn't happened in the past, this is something that could happen. We have to wait and see how this campaign plays out. We're a long way off. I don't know that
so is this
at
a
this
yes?
point in time that Trump and Biden Trump and Biden are going to do it. But if Trump and Biden are the nominees, it's very likely that No Labels will get access to the ballot and will offer an alternative. And, if most of the voters don't want A or B, we have an obligation to give them C, maybe for the good of the country.
But doesn't that potentially just, and I'm going to give you the last word, David Axelrod, but Governor Hogan, doesn't that give, honestly, doesn't that pave the way for Donald Trump? Doesn't that siphon votes from Joe Biden and elect the person that you have criticized so heavily?
No, actually, no. That's the Democratic talking points because they're scared to death about this potential opportunity. But no, it's they would only be in it to win it, and they would pull just as many votes from Donald Trump as Joe Biden.
David Axelrod?
Yeah, I mean, I love Larry Hogan, but that's just not true. I think that broken glass will be the jagged edge that cuts the throat of the Biden campaign. History shows that. Trump has a high floor and a low ceiling. If you lower the ceiling to where his high floor is good enough to win, he will win. And he benefited from third parties in 2016. This would be a dreadful mistake if the goal is to deprive Donald Trump of the presidency. This is his hope. This is his prayer.